say there's been enough of that going around already. Have you heard about Charles Brandon and the princess?
I heard they were caught attempting to flee the court and sail to Spain. And now poor Master Brandon sits awaiting his execution.
Oh, not so. Her Majesty has already brokered with the king to allow him to have a hearing before the execution. She's a clever one, our queen. She'll save Sir Charles yet if she has a chance.
What for? He's already lost his love. I feel terrible for them. Poor Princess Mary won't ever escape her marriage to the French king now. I'd rather die than know I'd never see my love again.
Well, she'll have the throne of France. I mean, that's quite a consolation if you ask me. But I have to go and collect our prisoner now. Sorry to abandon you.
You know where to find me. Cleaning up after the nobles, the invisible servant.
Not invisible. I will always see.
You're kind.
Not too kind. I'm tempting you.
Oh!
I told you this would not happen, Your Majesty. These English are not to be trusted.
What are you on about, DeLong? Oh, the hearing. I told you. Let it go for now.
But there should not even be a hearing. The king's proclamation was that anyone caught aiding the Princess Mary to escape was to receive a sentence of execution without the benefit of trial. But now, because the culprit is a crony of the king's, he receives special treatment. If these English cannot even be trusted to follow even their own laws, of what use is any treaty we may have with them?
I do not care for that. King Henri and Queen Catherine are bending over backwards after the king's embarrassment over his sister's reluctance to marry me. And it appears that in a short time, you will get your execution, and I will get my bride. It is the goal that is important to Longo, not the road in which we took to achieve it.
I sincerely hope you are correct, my liege. But I fear there are still a few bumps left in this road.
Speaking of roads, is everything prepared for our journey back to France with my new bride?
As soon as the official proposal has been made, Your Majesty, Princess Mary's trousseau has already been packed and boarded, and Mistresses Colette and Anne are with her now.
Excellent. And when we are back in France, a short wedding, and then we can attend to the business of creating heirs. Think of it, you two. With her youth and beauty and my experience and solidarity combined, we shall create an heir to be envied throughout all of Europe.
Exactly so, my liege. And since there's no time like the present, why don't we take these last few quiet moments before the execution for Lady Margaret to prepare you for your bride?
This way, my liege.
Of course. After all, the sooner that Charles Brandon is executed, the sooner that Princess Mary can start forgetting about him and start focusing on me.
Indeed.
It's great.
But it all seems so unfair.
What is unfair, Your Majesty? I thought the king was uncharacteristically lenient in your case, Princess. So great was his relief at finding you that you received no punishment.
No punishment! I have been treated worse than his hawks or his hounds. First, I'm sold in marriage to the King of France, a man I cannot possibly love. Then, when I try to escape my fate, Charles, the man I actually love, is sentenced to death for treason. Henry is a tyrant and must be stopped.
Hush, Princess! The king must not hear you speak about him thusly. It is only by the merest chance that you yourself were not arrested for high treason to the English crown. Henry was furious when he found out what you did.
He was angry, was he? Well, good.
Ladies, if you please, I would speak to the princess alone. As you wish, Your Majesty. Mary, I am truly sorry that Charles is to die, but he has long been your brother's closest friend. But your love for him is forbidden. You are consort for a king.
Alas, today I wish commoner and free to love whom I choose. But I suppose the law is the law. You can't fight the king even if he is your brother.
Or can you? The law is the law. After all, you have given me an idea. Do not despair, Princess. There may yet be a way to save your love. Now, here is the...
Behold, the traitor Charles Brandon, brought low by the king's justice.
You don't have to shout the charges against me with such enthusiasm, Mayor. Methinks you're taking your job as the herald a little too gravely. I'm not on my way to the executioner yet.
Near enough as I can tell, my lord. There's but this brief moment of the meeting with the king to be dispensed with, and then it's a short trip to the block with you.
Nay, I do not think that my friend King Henry will have me executed so rashly.
Now where is that traitor Charles Brandon? Is the scoundrel dead yet?
If His Majesty would listen to my appeals of mercy.
Oh, there will be no mercy, Archbishop. My plans will not be thwarted.
Plans for the good of England, you mean?
Of course, no one is suggesting otherwise.
Whatever, the law will be upheld this day, gentlemen.
My husband will recall that he has promised an audience with the condemned before any execution is to take place.
A fair trial of sorts.
Yes, fair.
Well, I will not.
Henry, you did promise.
Yes, I did. Very well. Let the blackguard come forth.
He is here, your majesty, ready to face justice.
Excellent.
Read out the charge against him, herald. The traitor, Sir Charles Brandon, is hereto standing accused of aiding and abetting the Princess Mary in her attempts to undo the works of her brother the king, the sentence for which is death.
But not yet married.
His Majesty has most graciously agreed to meet with the accused to hear his testimony. Standing as witness to these proceedings is Her Majesty, Queen Catherine of Aragon, the aforementioned Princess Mary, various members of the French Council, and the primary victim of this treacherous act, King Louis of France.
Here, here.
Laying it on a little thick, aren't we, Harold?
Not thick enough, I'll warrant.
You were caught red-handed in your treasonous act.
See, I told you this might be the case.
And your predictions were borne out by the truth, Lady Margaret. Everyone can see how right you were.
Well then, let us not waste any more time. The charges have been read against you. Have you got anything to say in your defense?
No, Your Majesty.
Then, it remains but for me to pass sentence. Charles Brandon, for your crimes against the crown, I do hereby sentence...
Your Majesty, my brother, wait.
Mary, what do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble?
I hereby request that the prisoner be granted the boon of a trial by combat.
What?
It is a correct request, my husband. Whatever else he may have done, Master Brandon is a noble and as such deserves the right to prove his innocence with the strength of his arms.
Well, I mean, that's true.
Isn't that right, Your Grace?
No, as far as I know, it's...
This is outrageous.
Isn't it?
Outrageous or not, it is the law, and the law is to be upheld this day. Didn't you say so yourself, my husband?
I did. Very well. If someone can be found to take up the challenge, a trial by combat will commence. What about you, Your Majesty? You are the one most aggrieved by this fellow. Will you not take up arms and smite him in the name of justice?
Me? Nay, Your Majesty. We French consider ourselves lovers rather than fighters.
I will fight in the name of my king. For as it stands, I have some unfinished business with this Charles Brandon.
Don't we all? Very well. Give Brandon a sword, let him prove his innocence?
Your Majesty, is this wise? There is still a chance that Brandon may yet go free, despite the immensity of his crime.
Not likely. My Duke is more than a match for an English blade.
Oh, that'll be the day. Give him a sword, I say. More than a match for an English.
What was that, de Longueville? Unfinished business. You mean that I was the better fighter last time we faced each other? You mean that I nearly had you, in spite of your unfair advantage?
No, that I defeated you, but was denied the pleasure of killing you myself.
Come at him, Sir Charles!
Get him along then.
There you go, Charles! That's it, that's it! Oh, come on, Jerome.
Watch out, he's fast, Charles!
You be careful, Charles! He's tricksy!
Well struck.
Well done.
Outside! Use the move! I told him that!
That's it, Sir Charles! Go shoot!
Brilliant! Oh, excellent! Oh.
Have the advantage, de Longueville. Come,
Did you happen to mention how you nearly beat me last time, de Longueville? Oh, would your patron, the King of France, be ashamed to know that you had to attack an unarmed girl, the Princess Mary herself, in order to turn the tide of battle when it was going against you, despite your advantage in numbers?
What?
This cannot be true. It is true.
De Longueville, is this how you prove your superiority to the English? By committing a base act as killing my attendant?
Superiority? Who's superior to the English?
Perhaps this battle will decide that.
There's your French superiority for you, Louis!
My lords and ladies, the winner of the trial by combat, Charles Brandon! Amazing.
My man has beaten yours!
Your man! Then Charles is forgiven.
Of course! He won the trial by combat, didn't he? What do you take me for? In fact, since he proved our English superiority, I am inclined to grant him a boon. Anything he likes.
Your Highness, I request that I be allowed... I respectfully yield my boon to that of the Princess Mary.
Now, can he do that?
Your Majesty, my brother.
You want something now, do you? What is it? Not to go to France, I suppose?
Nay, it is not that at all. If today's events have taught me anything, it is this important lesson. I will never again go against the King's wishes. Hereby promise that I will marry the King of France.
You will.
She'll marry me? I shall have my bride!
and we shall have our queen. Come, ladies, there are trunks to be boarded.
Wait, all of you! I have one condition. I will do this if my brother will promise me, here in front of you all, that should anything go amiss with this marriage, I shall be allowed to choose my second husband myself.
Clever princess.
Outrageous, putting the king on the spot like this.
Shameful. I disagree. I think it's brilliant.
But I don't know. Catherine, what do you think?
I think His Majesty has already decided to grant his sister's wishes to keep the peace. Remember the treaty with France. This will accomplish that goal with no more dramatics.
That's true.
And really, what harm could it do?
You are right, of course, my beauteous queen. What would I do without you? Very well, sister mine. I promise.
In front of these witnesses.
Yes, in front of them.
Thank you, brother.
Now then, Louis, let us retire to another place where we can finalize that treaty. You there, wake up that de Longueville fellow and bring him along. Charles, I'll watch you in on this as well.
Of course, Your Majesty. Ever your faithful servant.
Goodbye, Charles.
Goodbye, Mary.
Oh, yes. Goodbye for now, Princess Mary. I shall see you at the wedding. Oh, I cannot wait!
God, you seem awfully dull after this, Anne.
I'm sure the Princess Mary will keep it lively.
Did I win?
Don't be sad, Mary. You saved your love this day. And who knows, someday something wonderful may happen. You may yet wind up in the arms of your love.
Oh, I know, Catherine. And I'm not a bit sad. I know exactly what's going to happen in the future, and it will be wonderful. Love will win out in the end, you'll see. Someday, and soon, thanks to my brother's promise, I, Princess Mary Tudor, sister to King Henry, will marry Charles Brandon. God save the king!
God save the king!
Aren't we getting up in the world?
Mag! How long have you been standing there? Did you just hear that?
I heard I'm going to lose my princess to France.
Not for long if she has anything to say about it. She has her way. She'll be back here in a year's time, and this whole trouble will start all over again.
That's the kind of trouble I'd like to be in. Love trouble.
Really? Well, perhaps there's something I can help you with that?
Oh, but what about your throne, my lovely mayor turned herald turned monarch?
I am abdicating my throne for love. Yeah, this has nothing to do with you. We're done.